Thank you so much, Mr. Fred,
Yes.
once again for having time with me. Good morning.
Morning.
Asante
Now,
sana.
it is one of those things that people don't want to talk about. You just do your number 2, you don't even look. The next thing you do is you flush. Yet there's a whole story, an autobiography, so to speak, that your poop is telling about your health. Is that true?
Well, thank you so much. That is absolutely very true. But most of the time you find that we don't want to look at it.
Yes.
We don't want to look behind. And I believe the only behind that we can be able to look at is when we have gone for a long call,
Yes.
when you poop. It means a lot. It has got a whole fraction or a whole set of so many information about you who have done that. So I would say that the most important thing is the result that you get, so that you can be able to know what could be happening definitely in your system and most majorly in your health. And for the fact that poop is something that majorly we have not been able to accept from the time in memory.
As part of us.
Yeah, but it is still part of us,
Yes.
we don't deny. And let me say the most holy place is that small loop. When you open up everything, I believe many of the time is when we are closed.
Yes.
But the moment you go to that small loop, you open. It means that you are likely now even to connect well with the environment and even the universe. The point is, the poop that we have, or maybe we get to get through ourselves, is a communication of many things that are happening. One, the color.
Before we get to the color, I think it's very important we tell you, we believe, or I believe, and I believe he believes that too, that your gut health, you are what you eat. Your gut health is what determines your overall health. So what your poop is saying is just telling you about your gut.
I remember last week we had a very good conversation about gut.
Yes.
And majorly is what you absorb.
Yes.
What
It's
you
what
eat
you
and
absorb, not necessarily what you eat.
Yeah, you can eat very nice meals and all that, but barely. What do you absorb? And then after that, the body takes its own time to process and continue working. So the point is, after now all that thing is done, what you get out is what now communicates and tells you what type of health are you having. Do you have conditions with health, or do you have any, is your health okay? They say, and it is very true, if it cannot be measured, it cannot be corrected. How do you measure your health? By what comes out of your body. What comes out of this viewer's body. And they are able to see clearly, is this really the right thing that I need to have, and then I can correct. You cannot correct from anywhere, anyhow. You correct from what is visibly or visibly calculated or measured.
And I guess that's the reason why when we go to the hospitals, you know, you're given that
small.
There are 2 containers, you're told.
Yes.
Go out, come back with content here.
Yes.
And they measure that content and they tell you this is where you are at.
It explains everything. That is why the doctor will tell you this has got a problem, you have got amoeba, you have got 1, 2, 3, and you need to do this, drink a lot of water. Then the process of correcting starts from there. So before you even go to the doctor, you must be your first doctor of yourself. Because of knowledge and information that we have,
Yes.
you'll be able now from onwards, be able to know whether your poop is right,
Yes.
whether there is correction that needs to be done, or any things that needs to be done from that point. Yes, so it's very important to check, see what you have done. Then from that, even the other things we'll be able to discuss will give you the outline of your health.
So what is the first thing when I look at it? What is the first thing I need to look out for?
I think it's better even we tell our viewers that the word poop is just a childish word of a very nice word of human waste, which we call it feces. We cannot, it's quite harsh to call it that way, but when you put the word poop, it means like you are so...
Yeah, we are sanctifying a word.
Yeah, you are just making it so nice.
Yes.
And that's even what we do and tell our kids.
Yes.
You can poop here.
Yeah.
Did you poop? Then they will be able to see. And before even I continue with that,
yes,
this poop is a Latin word that was initially given to a pressure of sheep. Is a pressure. Actually, pressure in many ways. It can be pressure and pressure. Pressure because when you go to that small room, if there is if you have got the right health and your poop is correct in all areas, you'll feel that pressure. You'll feel the comfort. You feel that satisfaction. You don't want anybody to hurry you get out of that room because you're feeling it so nice. You are well, feeling it so good, so you want to take your time so that you can get it well and done. So
if you go to the small room,
yes,
and you feel like you're being persecuted by your poop,
yes,
because it's hard, you know, you're having a horrible time in there.
Yes.
You need to see a doctor.
We'll come to that, but it is that a concern. You need to see a doctor and you need to be corrected.
You need to check. Okay, let's now take, for example, it's my friend who's gone to the small room.
Yes.
Because, you know, you and I and the rest, including our viewers, we don't do number 2. It's only Joseph who does it. So he's gone to number 2. He's just unloaded.
Yes.
So what is the first thing he needs to do? What is the thing, what are you looking for before you flush?
One thing, the first thing that you do when you get to that small room is because there is a calling. You don't just get there, maybe to be there. There is a call. You have been called to go and do exactly that. Now, once you are seated, or maybe probably in town we have got those flush toilets.
Yes.
That's the better way. When you are seated there and you have completely done the correct and you have maximally removed all the poop, for about 10 to 15 minutes, that should be the period. You don't take long.
You're supposed to stay in the toilet for 10 to 15 minutes?
Yes. What is the hurry for?
Hey, kwani unauza shamba?
The point is,
yes,
you need to follow to the letter, to the last. You know, unless you are diarrheaing, which of
10
course
to 15 minutes?
Yes. How
you
long,
know from
just,
here.
Just before you even comment on that, how long do you take to eat food? Roughly?
No, maybe around 6 to 7 minutes.
When you are very, very fast. I told you last time, you need to take time to chew the food.
Yes.
So it means it should not be less than 10 minutes when you are eating correctly.
You should spend at least 10 minutes eating.
Yes.
You take in, you chew until it becomes watery, then you swallow.
Same thing when you go to the small room, you take your time. Unless there is an emergency, which we don't want to happen, you should take your time and finish. Then, when you are done, there are few things, like 5 things that one should be able to look at. One is the color.
The color?
Yes.
The different colors say different things about...
Yes.
Okay, let's start. The different colors.
The different colors. One, we have got this color that is medium.
Medium what?
Dark brown. Medium dark brown. If you get that kind of color, then it means you are good health. All right? Medium dark
if
brown.
It's medium dark brown or medium brown?
It should be ranging from medium dark brown, and then it can stretch to light brown or somehow greenish, depending now which kind of food you ate last night. Because we are saying we are starting the morning by fasting going to the loo.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It should be range from light brown to somehow greenish, which is a little bit far. But it should be dark brown, medium. That is good.
So I wish we had that color.
Okay.
As in, I wish
you have the sample.
I wish we had the sample, but I can assure you, if I put up the sample, CA would be coming for me. But you get the drift. It has to be medium dark brown.
Yes, yes.
So if you have medium dark brown in your number 2, it's an indicator that your gut health is
a little bit good.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is the most probable color I should be working around that.
And what about maybe I'm jumping the guns?
Yeah.
So I have the medium that brown.
Yeah.
What about the smell? Because there are people.
We'll come to that.
Okay.
Yes. We are going one point after another.
Okay.
Color, then the others will follow.
So there are different kind of colors that say something.
Yes.
Okay.
Then that is a good health person. Okay. Then the other
Mark
point.
that.
Medium
dark brown. Medium brown, dark brown. You're okay.
Don't leave before we finish this.
Yeah. You need to know all the colors, eh?
Then we have black.
Black. That sounds scary.
Absolutely. Black and another color we call
what does black say?
Black says
this is so racist. You know,
no.
Black is always associated with wrong things. But anyway, just kidding.
But I'm happy because black is a combination of all
colors. Yes.
White is absolutely absence of all colors. So I'm proud for saying black.
Yes.
But this is a good thing to help you quickly do a correction. The black will tell you that it's an indication of gut intestinal problem. GI.
If your poop is black, it's an indicator you're having a problem.
A GI problem. Gut intestinal problem on the track.
Yes.
Or else you have taken a lot of iron supplements. When you take supplement, you don't say supplement, but they are good anyway. But when we get out maybe the poop, what happens, you'll find it black. So you remember, I'm taking iron supplement, that's why it is like this. So you know cause of alarm.
Yes.
Okay? Then the other color.
But if you're not taking iron supplements, it's an indicator. What kind of GI would, examples of some of the complications that would entail?
Okay, the gastrointestinal problem are several. One, it could be internal bleeding.
Oh, okay.
It
could be your bleeding.
Yes. Yeah, bleeding internally.
Yes.
Which normally happens for reasons.
It's normal to bleed internally.
It happens for not normally, but it can happen for reasons which make sure that either there was growth and has fractured, or maybe there was internal hemorrhoids which are bleeding. Then over a period of time, and you know when somebody is having hemorrhoid which are internally, they have constipation. So over a period of time, accumulation of poop in your system, then when you get it out, it comes out black. Of course, when you have a blood and when it is kept for long, it turns
into black. True.
Okay?
So
that is another point.
This when it's black and it's consistently black.
Yes.
It's you need to go because I think bleeding in your digestive system is not the most romantic thing in the world.
It is never.
So you should go see a doctor.
And there must be some things that are happening around you which you can tell the system is not right. Then we go to another thing.
Just because I said people go to hospital.
Yes.
If you're taking iron supplements, according to Wilson, if your number 2 is black, then there are chances that the iron that you're taking is what is causing it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that's not a problem.
Yes.
Continue because you don't know why. But if nothing is happening, you have not taken supplement, and you find black, then there must be a concern. We go to another color. I think yellow. We have so many associations of yellow colors today. And this is a cause of alarm. Because Yellow will tell you that there is illness in the intestinal lining.
Because, so yellow,
Yes.
when you go number 2 and the color is yellow,
Yes.
you have a problem.
Yes. Barely, majorly, it should be intestinal lining problem, or there is a certain specific illness that needs to be identified.
What are some of these illnesses?
Or could be also something else. There must be pancreas concern, liver, and gallbladder. So those organs, when you find this yellow poop that is you have just removed from your body,
Yes.
then it happens that you need to be checked. Those major areas I've mentioned.
Now,
gallbladder.
when you talk about yellow, are you talking about this kind of yellow? Or
Okay, yellow is wide shades.
yes,
Shades of yellows.
Yeah.
Whichever yellow is appearing.
yes.
Because we remember.
Any yellow that appears
we remember we
is
said
an
the
indicator.
correct color is dark brown.
Yes.
Now this is turning to yellow. Any shade that is now a concern. There might be intestinal problem or gallbladder problem or maybe illness of specific concern.
Well, what if I ate a lot of yellow food?
Okay,
Because
that's a good question.
yes.
The point is, if there is nothing you eat that is yellowish and then you find your feces or poop is yellow, that is why you should be concerned.
Okay.
Okay? Because when you eat like pumpkins, which are yellow,
Yes.
most of the time you'll find that it's coming out yellow.
Yeah.
With no worry
It's
on that.
there's no person dyeing it down there.
You remember garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
In, what you get in is what you get out.
True.
So if you get in pumpkins that is yellow, you find that it's also coming yellow.
True.
But if nothing happened in your intake and you find these colors, then no, communication is being delayed to you to take actions.
So
We go to the next color.
basically, from what you're saying,
Yeah.
even before you become sick, your body has been giving you warnings all along, indicators telling you this, check this, check this, check this. It's like a check engine on your car.
You have said it the correct way. Anytime one is either admitted or has fallen sick completely,
Yes.
there must be 4 warnings. This is happening. Take care. This is happening. Then we ignore. This is happening. Then eventually what happens? One is called for an attention
Yes.
so that you can correct it, which sometimes is very costly and calls for an advance a concern. So it's good to be careful when you see these colors on your poop. Then the other one, gray.
Gray.
Yes.
There are people who poop gray.
You know, these are colors, but
I have never seen gray for that.
you've
Gray.
never seen gray. Have you
No.
been checking?
Oh,
Let me
yes.
ask you, surely?
Yes.
Okay. I am not saying you are going to get gray tomorrow.
I have
but
never
it
seen
happens.
gray.
It do happen.
Where?
And this is just a concern of liver problem.
Oh, okay.
If there is a slight problem or maybe a major problem that is attacking the liver,
Yes.
you'll find now the concern. Because liver, you know, that is the oxidation process. So it means the liver is not able to work properly. The in and out of oxygen through the other organs help. Then you find it is turning gray.
Hey. Okay.
All right?
Yes. So
Those are just major colors.
probably that's the reason why I've never seen gray. So anytime you see gray, please don't just flash. Don't close your eyes and flash. Look, understand, learn the colors. If you see yellow, iko shida. If you see gray, the alarm bells need to ring.
Yes.
As Wilson Kanye is saying, the proper poop color is brown, medium dark brown.
Yes.
Moment you say medium dark brown,
So it can range from light brown
Yeah.
always to somehow greenish. That's okay.
from light brown all the way to almost greenish.
Yes, greenish.
That shows you're okay.
But that will now depend now if what type of food did you eat
True.
last time
Yes.
or before now you go to that small room, which is very important. Can we go to point number 2?
Yes. Okay. We've finished with the colors.
Colors we have done. Yeah. You might find varieties of other colors,
but
which are
they
not common.
range closer to what you've mentioned.
Yes.
Okay.
So I believe with that you have noted the best color for your poop is light brown, medium, or light. Then go into greenish or something like that. And then before I forget, it's good to make sure that your room is well lighted.
Oh yeah, so that
you see it properly.
Yes, you don't have a blue you don't have a blue bulb.
Yeah.
Then you start crying.
It's blue.
You've done a blue number 2.
You don't want that illusion that
yes.
it is blue, whether it is the real color is different.
Yes.
Okay, go to point number 2.
Yes.
Consistency.
Texture or?
Consistency is, I would like to mention, is mainly solid and loose. You know, sometimes you can go solid, the next minute is loose. The other time is a bit pebbles, like that of a goat. Then the other time is loose. That is inconsistency.
Yes.
It's not right.
So you're supposed to, so what is the normal?
Consistent is solid. Solid meaning that, not that hard solid, soft solid. Am I right?
Yes.
Soft solid. Hard solid is also a concern. Loose actually goes now to like, it's like flowing like water. But soft solid is the texture, or maybe the kind of solidity that one should have consistently. If you
as in every time you go in, it's consistent, it's solid.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the other thing is if you get hard pebbles.
Yes.
Like that of goat.
Yes.
And maybe like animals that are eating plants.
Yes.
Because that is definitely what happens to us animals.
Yes.
Then it means there is an indication of approaching constipation.
It's a warning sign.
Yes.
Dude, you need to take water, I guess.
Water is one thing, but water is not alone. We'll come to correction of that. And a lot of fiber foods.
So if you have pebbles, the pebbles are an indicator that you're not eating fiber.
Yes, and you have no, your body is not well hydrated.
Oh.
All right.
If they tokea to round even.
Of course, the body, you know what happens? Let me take you clearly.
Yes.
When you get those pebbles or hard stool, it means the body is cleaving back the water from the feces or the waste in the intestine, because the body requires water for processing of its system. But if the body has enough water or is well hydrated, it doesn't need anything. That is why most of the time you find that if somebody is getting constipated, it means the poo or the feces is coming out so hard, meaning that through the process of digestion and through the intestine, the body is absorbing back the water.
Every ounce of water in it.
Yes, because it needs it, which you have not given it. Through feeding, the right feeding, and through intake of water. So that's why these pebbles can come in. All right? Yeah. Don't forget they can still come in different colors, as I mentioned above.
The colors still maintain.
Color maintains through.
So if you have gray and it's pebblish,
yes,
it's an indicator of the liver and stuff, but at the same time, the fact that your body is not properly hydrated.
True.
Okay.
Those two can go together. Then there is oily, greasy stool. Oily. I believe the viewers can be able to attest to this. One time or the other in your lifetime, you have been able to see oily feces or oily poop coming out of you. Oily meaning that it looks like it has been pampered with oil. Though it's good color, it's all that and everything is right, but it is oily. Meaning that meaning,
just kidding.
That is a concern,
yes,
that the body is not digesting fat.
Oh.
Yes.
So if you go for your number 2 and it kind of looks oily,
yes,
it's an indicator your body is not digesting fat.
Yes. And that now, why it should, if it is not digesting fat, then it needs to get out. And that is also a concern on the other health part of it, because the body requires fat for its manufacturing and system processes. Okay? Thank you. Consistent, at least you have mentioned 2-3 things.
Yes.
Can we go to the next?
Yes. Okay. Consistency, if it's pebblish, means body not hydrated.
Yes.
If it's oily, it means you're not digesting fat. Is there any other? We have now the watery, the loose stool.
The loose stool. Okay, that one I will be able to talk about it. But the point we said first is that if you are healthy, it should be solid but soft. When you come
solid,
to loose,
soft.
yeah,
Yes.
when you come to completely loose, we talk about it as we proceed.
Okay.
Then the most important part of it is what you are going to see here. The smell.
Wololo, yeah. Yes.
The smell. Well, I've never had and seen or personally had any smell that is pleasant when you go to washroom.
Yes.
Have you ever gotten any? One near
pleasant,
you, yes.
no.
Pleasant.
No.
I believe even our viewers will attest to this.
Yes.
But that's how it should be.
It should be. What you wait a minute. You're saying our poop should have a pleasant smell.
But I'm going to define this level of pleasant and to the next level of how you should realize there is a problem of that type of smell you have gotten. Wait a minute.
Okay.
A strong and pleasant smell is normal. Strong and pleasant.
And strong and pleasant
smell
is normal.
Is okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But until you are in the same room, that smell, that unpleasant smell touches your eyes and you start having your eyes wet.
There is something like that.
Yes.
As in you've gone for your number 2 and
yes.
the smell is causing your eyes to itch.
Yes.
Hey, mekula nuclear bomb, mama.
That is the concern that now you should be very much aware that there is a problem. But do you know what? We have been experiencing this, but we have not noticed why. You have gone to long call, you have taken all your time, but you feel like your eyes are wetting or they are itching, but you thought it's something else,
yes.
not what you have removed from your body. But the moment now you get this information and find that there is itching or looking like you want to cry, then there is a communication that what is out is not healthy.
Okay, explain further. So what is causing this to happen? My eyes to tear or to itch. What kind of gases are these?
That is the point. Those are the gases that the body has accumulated either through indigestion, either accumulation of colon that has got a lot of toxics, and a lot of things that we have taken in which accumulate over a period of time. And at that point, they have never come out. Just like you go to a kitchen and cut the onions.
Yes.
That is almost the same thing that would happen when you have a lot of toxins that have accumulated over a period of time and nothing has been done, and there is a lot of all these infirmities that are mentioned, then the itch will be able to happen.
Now, you're saying like it has never come out. Kwani, you're going to the loo every time.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility you can eat something and it remains in your body for a very long time?
Yes, I will tell you why and how you can prove me right or wrong. Many times or several times you have gone to loo and you have completely failed, you have emptied.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Completely failed, you have emptied.
Yeah.
But sometimes you might go and feel, even though you have done the job, still feel that nothing has happened. And then you walk out. The second day the same, the third day the same, you are still eating. That remains into the gut, and what is happening is like it is getting rotten.
In your stomach?
Yes. And that is the specific word I'm mentioning, food stuck in your colon.
Stuck?
Yes, stuck in the colon. Yes. You have definitely seen food outside somewhere. If it is there for some time, it starts getting some funny smell. What if it is in the body, in the system?
So would that explain people who pass gas and the things stinks horribly?
Yes, that is a sign that you cannot even stay into that room. Horrible thing. Horrible that you can even faint. I am confirming. Horrible that you cannot even stay in that particular, close to that particular person.
That means your colon has, there's food stuck in your colon and it has gone completely bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Which it of course, because that place is wet anyway. It's wet throughout. So that is why the smell is a concern when it gets to that. Another thing that can make that smell get you out of your way is maybe a certain medication.
Okay.
That one we agree. Some medications,
yes,
when you even take, you'll find even the urine is changing in color, the smell,
yes,
and then the poop.
Yeah.
That you know, because there is a correction that you are doing, then you don't have to worry, but it's good to know.
Yes.
But if nothing else is happening, you are not correcting a particular concern that you have in the body, and then you get to those smells that are making your eyes to cry, and then you are making that there is no medication that is going through, then it's a point of concern. That's how. Otherwise, smell is okay, as long as it's not affecting your eyes. Thank you. We go to number 4.
Yes. But you had said there is a possibility you can go for number 2 and there's absolutely no smell.
I can't say that. No. Unless
because if there's a smell and it's an indicator, okay, it's an indicator that there's food stuck in your colon. When I hear people do colon cleansing, when that is clear,
yes,
should we expect then that, you know, your poop is not going to have some bad smell?
Smell will be there.
Yes.
Because that is waste.
Yes.
But it is not affecting you. That
It's
is
not
what we
pungent.
mentioned. It's unpleasant, but it is normal.
Okay.
Just unpleasant, but it's normal.
Okay.
Then we go to number 4, the frequencies. Okay? Number frequency is how many times do you go to that particular room in a day or in a week. That also confirms how healthy you are or how healthy fever is.
So how many times are you supposed to go?
If the body is perfect, has been well and is healthy, 3 to 4 hours after every meal, one is supposed to go to that room and empty.
3 to 4 hours after eating?
Yes. After eating. If you stay the whole day without eating, it's okay, you not go. Because what are you going to remove?
Yes.
But if you have eaten, the morning you have eaten like a king, all right?
Yes.
Then 3 hours, that should be your way.
Yeah.
The lunchtime again, and even before I mention, I proceed, you should not connect breakfast and lunch not less than 5 hours meal.
You should not take
anything
between, if you take breakfast like now, you should wait for 5 hours.
At least 5 hours. Why? Help the body to do its work. But not getting out, and once you are on the way, you find some maize, you get some banana, you get some mandazi.
You snack around.
You snack around. You're doing yourself a lot of disservice.
There's a friend of mine called Caro.
Caro. You know.
Yes.
She's that, eh?
You just listen to what...
I hope she is listening.
Yes.
Now, how she's watching us. 5 hours to give body time to good. Do you know it is good to feel hunger, to get hunger? Hunger is important.
Yes.
One thing, it's a way of helping the body to remove the toxins. 2, if you go to part of faith, is go to fast, meaning that you need to go that process to get things organized.
So, you eat 5, you give your body 5 hours before you eat anything else.
Yes, unless maybe you are drinking water.
Yes.
take water, but give your body time to do what it's supposed to do.
Now, I once heard somebody saying that you should take water, sijui 30 or 1 hour, sijui 45 minutes before you eat, or there's 45 minutes again after.
Yes.
You don't eat and drink water at the same time.
No, no, no. You don't do that. That's not healthy. We do that most of the time. We find people seated eating and at the same time sipping some water and maybe tea.
Yes.
Eat and eat, but when you come to drink, let the body have its own time to absorb the drink. Because you cannot quench hunger with thirst. These are two different things.
Yes.
The reason as to why we have water for quenching our thirst,
yes.
the reason as to why we have food for making sure that we are quenching or filling our hunger.
Yes.
Separate. And that is the way to live.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Then we go to, we have talked about frequency. That
yes.
should be like every 3 to 4 hours.
You should go.
As long as you are eating.
So if you're pooping at least twice a day, something is wrong.
Depending now how many times have you taken food.
Okay. If you take food 3 times a day, I mean your morning, lunch, and evening,
yes.
your dinner, you should ideally go 3 times.
And just to correct, the more you get older, the more you should reduce this type of eating morning, lunchtime, and dinner.
Oh.
This is for children who are growing.
Alan, unasikia? So you should, how many times are you supposed to eat?
The more you get older, the older you get, the more you should reduce the frequency of eating. Body functions are slower.
Yes.
You should also be slow into intake to give it all the necessary time and effort and energy to do its work. But the moment now you eat, like there is food here, then I go there, food there, and you are old enough, then it means you'll find food.
So old starts from where, 40?
And that's now relative. Life starts at 40.
So at what age do you say, now I'm old, I really should?
Before I even mention the age, the activities that you do.
Okay.
We are seated here from morning to evening.
Yes.
And we are eating like every meal.
Yes.
That's problem. But whoever is on the field, who is either running, working hard physically, they are in Django or doing something like that, that calls for calories out, calories in. They can eat more often.
Yeah.
So there is no statistic that everybody should eat at this time, but now depends with the age, the work that one is doing, and probably the environment the one is in.
Okay, that makes sense.
That is now frequency. Then we can go to the point number 5, I believe. There are many, but we can only mention to those 5.
Yes.
There is pain.
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 Uchungu.
Yes.
Yes.
If there is posing a pain during movement of poo-poo, a bowel movement, pain, this should be seamless. It should be smooth.
Yes.
Pressure. It should be feeling good, not pain.
It should. Doing the number 2 should be a relief.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You should even be singing. Absolutely the best song that you have been thinking of. You should be having all wonders of the world when you are going through that process. But when there is pain, then it means something is wrong. 1, maybe there is constipation. 2, maybe there is those pressures around the anal, which is causing hemorrhoids. Then a straining caused by constipation, and probably even diarrhea, because diarrhea sometimes is very painful.
Yeah.
And you don't even want to go back there. So pain is another concern if you are getting to that room and you are completely feeling that, no, I should not go there. It should be a place that you adore and you go there and do it properly.
Yes.
I think those are the 5 key things that we can always mention. Probably there are many, but these can now be channeled out into small areas. Do you know what we said? We made the colors.
Yes.
We said the color.
We have the most healthiest is brown, dark
Yes.
brown, heading towards green.
Yes.
If you have yellow, you have concerns about liver
Yes.
and stuff. And then the other one was gray.
Gray is the liver
Gray is
concern.
for liver.
But yellow is for something like gallbladders.
Yes.
Concern, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then
So there's brown heading towards green. This is healthy.
This is absolutely healthy.
But if you have black
Yes.
is an indicator that you may be bleeding.
Yes.
Then gray is an indicator that you're having those liver issues.
Yes.
And then yellow,
Yes.
intestinal
Concern.
manyamus.
Yes, concern of intestinal lining that maybe has gotten some fracture and something. Anything has to be checked.
Yes.
And it is good to take care of that. You don't want your intestinal to be removed because of ignorance.
Yes.
Let's check these things as quickly as possible. Then we came to number 2, which is consistency.
Consistency.
Yes.
Yeah, consistency. What you said is if you have those pebble-like,
Yes.
it's your body telling you that you're not taking fiber and you're not taking water. Yes.
And the correct is that soft solid poo is the best.
Yes.
Consistent for that. Then we come to smell. We have just talked about smell, which is a wonderful aspect.
You say don't expect your poop to smell good.
Yes.
Don't expect it to smell good.
Yes.
But if the stench causes your eyes to become irritated,
Yes.
then that's a concern.
And it is.
Yeah.
Many times I've said we never realized that because we just thought is our eyes having a problem. Do you know, even sometimes you can go to loo and then start crying for 2 things, pressure or pain.
Well,
Am I talking the truth?
Yeah.
For the pressure, because you felt so good, the pain, the tears are coming down your cheek, or the pain that you definitely find that you can even stars, you are seeing stars, brambles and all that because of the pain. So that's a concern that if the eyes are good communicator of the health that your poo-poo is having is a good thing to wash. Okay? Then frequency, 3 to 4
at least you should
times.
have, depending on your lifestyle. If you're eating 3 times a day, then you should at least have 3 visits.
Yeah,
at least.
3 to 4.
And if you're old, which is consistent, it's relative.
Yes, yes.
The older you get, the less you should be eating.
The less you should be eating, and again you should be eating even taking longer as you eat. That's it. Then we come to pain, which I have just mentioned. The pain is now a concern. If somebody is having pain through that particular time, then it should be a concern. Why am I having pain?
Yes.
No. Then we can come to something else. Interesting points. Interesting points I just noted here is that when it is brown and is brownish and light brown or greenish, what is the size?
Oh.
Or the length first. What is the length of your poop? How long should it be?
It should not be Burger King, right? Should not be something.
I can see your mind, what are you thinking about?
Yes.
This should be about between 4 to 8 inches.
4 to 8 inches.
Yeah, you can measure with your eyes. See,
Yes,
this is
yes,
4 inches, this
yes.
is 8 inches.
Yes.
That is 5. Length. Should
If
be
it's
4.
shorter,
Then shorter means that there is still something that is not right. Should be between 4 to 8 inches. Then, if you find tiny pebbles, that means it's unhealthy. That's what you have asked. If
Yes.
they are tiny, then it's unhealthy. Okay? Then the shape. I don't think there is anybody who can go to that room and expect to have a box, a solid box.
That would be a real concern.
You'll be a concern and wonder, what is it that is coming out of my body?
Yeah.
It should be cylinder, just like the
cylindrical.
Yes, cylindrical.
Yes.
So 4 to 8 inches, and it should be cylindrical. Okay. Then there is time for bowel movement. It should be majorly in the morning. If you wake up and go to that room and remove everything, you are right. Good.
In the morning?
Yes, in the morning. If you don't, and you ate last night, or maybe you ate like 3 to 4 hours before you went to sleep, and then you did not go to the same room, and then you have woken up and went out to work, problem is there. The first thing that one should do is when you wake up, you should feel the need to get to that room. And once you get to that room, have your good time, finish and clear. You open up the body, clean, and go out for your day's activities.
Yes.
Okay? Then I just said, how long should one be there into that room? It's about 10 to 15 minutes. Don't be in a hurry. What is hurry for? Where are you going? And the problem is, if you do like 2-3 minutes, you'll find that the next 1 hour you'll also go into there. And then after another, you find another 2 or 3 hours you are going back. So it means you are now doing it longly instead of doing it well, correctly from the word go. Okay? This is very interesting. I heard you mention this even when I was listening, you doing a preview of the newspaper. Should it float or sink?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Should it be a boat or a submarine?
It should be, the correct should be sink.
It should sink?
Yes.
Okay.
It should sink down there on the toilet. It should settle there.
And then there are so many people with issues.
Why it sinks, it means that one thing, you are healthy. Two, it means the kind of food you eat is healthy food.
Oh, okay.
The moment you eat and get the same bowel movement correctly, you can resonate. If it is floating, you eat burgers and you eat floats and you eat whatever, fast food.
So if it floats means what you ate was crap.
Yes. Just the way it is.
Yes.
If you eat crabs, you eat those kind of things you see, you put them floating on water.
Yes.
Then it is same thing is going to happen. It's going to float. A communication that what you ate was not healthy.
It didn't have fiber and stuff.
Yes. Go eat doma, go eat guashe, go eat madizi.
Yes.
You'll find it sink.
Yes.
Or pumpkin, you'll find it going down there and settles. But if it floats, meaning that you did not eat the right food. So you should be careful of what you are eating. Okay? That is either it should float or sink.
Yes.
Then probably if it floats, then there is an infection.
If it floats, there is an infection.
There might be an
likelihood.
Infection. Yes.
Yes.
Which should be a concern. Should be taken.
So I go to the doctor and tell him, doctor, I don't have a stomach ache, I don't have anything, but boy, my poop is floating.
Yes.
There is a problem. Check me out.
The doctor is going to ask you questions. What did you eat? No, they know. You know. What did you eat last night? Then they will be able to get you through. They will take the samples and let you know if there is an infection. After ruling out all the other things. And then if it floats, then there is a digestive problem. If you don't have a digestion like an elephant,
yes,
or an animal that is eating greens. You know, these animals, anything they poop will always float.
Because they're not eating heavy stuff.
Yes, they are just eating trees, grass, and all that.
Now, let me ask you a question that I was told by an individual who, talks health. He told me ideally we are not supposed to eat vegetables. He tells me if you look at a cow, it has 4 stomachs. All the other animals that eat this green veggie kind of stuff, apart from vegetarians, have more than 1 stomach. Yet we pretend we want to eat vegetables and we have only 1 stomach.
Okay, that's good. I don't deny whole, but I can always say the reason as to why we can eat, and it's good to eat vegetables, as long as we chew it properly.
As long as you chew it
properly. You see, a cow will just take in, right?
Yes.
It will just take in because it has got other processes, other stomachs that are going to take care of that.
Actually, it eats, takes in, and then after a while it will go settle someplace. Yes. Maybe what you're talking about, chewing properly.
Yes.
It chews the cud.
Yes.
Pulls it back from one of the stomachs.
Chews
and starts chewing.
Yes.
So an indicator probably that we should be chewing our vegetables thoroughly.
That is the point.
Yes.
You can eat all the vegetables, it's okay, they are healthy, but do it correctly. Chew like you have nothing else you are doing at that time. Not in a hurry that you are sorting the whole cabbage the way it was cut into your stomach. That is going to have, you'll still find it getting out of your stomach the same way. Just like you don't chew the beans, you'll find it the same way. So we don't have two stomachs, we only have, but the most important is that chew like there is nothing until it becomes liquid or fluid. Yes. So that is food intolerance. Can also be a problem as you find the floating of poo-poo is happening. Now, we can come to solutions.
Yes.
Okay.
Briefly. I'm being told our time is up.
Briefly. Because you have seen your concern, you have understood the problem you are going through. So what you need to do is cleanse the colon. First, do make sure that you do the right way to cleanse all the colon problems. We have got processes and ways to help people do this. People can reach out to us and we can be able to help to guide them through. Drink a lot of water. That should we say that we are going to say it should be between 2.5 to 3 liters. Then eat on schedule. That was
eat on
schedule. That's what I said. Breakfast, between breakfast and lunch should be not less than 5 hours. Okay, the same thing. Then exercise. Go and exercise. No excuse about this. Whatever exercise you can do, swimming, running, going to gym, it's important. It helps the digestion to peak. Then rest and sleep correctly.
Rest and sleep correctly.
Yes.
I'm hoping now, I am now officially cutting, you know that red tape that, dignitaries like the president, when they are officially opening a building. You remember I told you, don't go to the small room. Now, I'm cutting that ribbon. You can now go to the small room. At least you're well informed, educated on what you should look out for so that you can know exactly what's happening within your body. Your gut health is so important. As you've heard, it can show you, it will tell you when you're having liver issues, it will tell you when there is something wrong within your body by just looking at the color, the shape, the smells, all these things. It's your body communicating to you, telling you, hey, focus. Something is happening within you that you need to take care of. I hope that was educational. We'll definitely organize some other time with Kanye so that we can keep on having, sessions where you can learn what you should eat, how you should eat, and finally what should come out once you've eaten. Because we are eating a lot of food that we probably should not be eating. Okay, bring down the curtains on the show. Do have yourself a lovely morning. Thank you very much, Wilson.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
See you next time.
Okay. Maneno kama hiyo.